Hi, hello, my name is Vera Chikezie-Oke and I'm the sexologist for wholesome sexuality. Here we talk about sex in a wholesome way as it affects you, your health, your life, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your spouse, and your relationship with God. Have you liked? Have you subscribed? Have you shared? See, I'm more interested in you sharing this content because I know the value we are putting out there. I know the amount of work we put together to make these videos work. Please share these videos. You have my 100% consent to share these videos. While we're at it, click on the subscribe button and let's talk about sex. I'm trying to put up a serious face, but it's not working. Let me see. Don't worry. Whatever I'm talking about, it's still serious. Whether I put a serious face up or not, it's still serious. So over time, I've had interactions with certain women who say that they are reacting to their husband's semen. Ding, ding, ding. Very possible. I mean, I don't even need to tell you it's possible because I've interacted with these women and it's so amazing how the information is not out there that it's possible to react. And the reaction can be positive or negative, right? Now, some of these reactions can be a change in the pH of the vagina, or it could also be a skin reaction. Some of the breakouts some people have is as a result of the contents of their spouse's semen. So this video is to bring the information out there so that you can learn and know what to do and how to handle it. Now, the interaction between the vaginal pH and semen is a crucial aspect of reproductive health. It can have effect on a woman's vaginal environment. Here is a detailed look of how the pH reacts to semen. Now, let's first talk about the vaginal pH. The normal vaginal pH ranges from 3.8 to 4.5, which is slightly acidic. The acidity helps protect against infections by maintaining a healthy balance of bacteria and preventing the overgrowth of harmful microorganisms. You see why you have been told not to interfere with what is happening in your vagina. You see why you have been told to not put anything inside your vagina. You see why you have been told to not put fragrances. Allow this beautiful organ do her work without you. Some of the factors that influence the vaginal pH are hormonal changes, menstruation, sexual activities. Certain hygiene products affect the vaginal pH. Yes, it's called hygiene products because you are told it's cleansing, it's cleaning, it's fragrancing, it's changing this, it's changing that. It is affecting the pH of your vagina. Now let's go to the semen. Normal semen pH. Semen has alkaline pH. Can you see? If you did biology, if you did chemistry and you went into the organic chemistry, and all whatnot, you find out that there's acid, there's base, and there's salts. It's called acid, bases, and salts, right? Now, the female vagina is acidic. The male semen is made of alkaline, is basic, typically ranging from 7.2 to 8.0. This alkalinity helps protect sperm in the acidic environment of the vagina. This is a class. Do you have a pen and paper? Are you paying attention? The alkalinity of the semen helps protect sperm in the acidic environment of the vagina and facilitates sperm movements towards the egg for fertilization. Okay, so let's get into how the vaginal pH reacts to the semen. First, it neutralizes it, or rather the semen neutralizes it. Basic understanding of chemistry says that when there's an acidic environment, when you introduce a base or alkaline, it neutralizes or it reduces the acidic effect. So when semen is introduced into the vagina, its alkaline nature temporarily raises the vaginal pH, which makes it less acidic. This neutralization process creates a more favorable environment for the sperm to survive. It increases the mobility of the sperm, and it also increases the chances of fertilization. I mean, if the sperm is running where? It will quickly hit the egg. This neutralization process creates a more favorable environment for the sperm to survive and for it to be mobile, increases the chances of fertility. So basically, that's why the sperm is able to survive for that long in the vaginal canal or in the cervix, waiting for the production of egg, which is ovulation. We're not here to talk about fertilization, but I just wanted you to understand that effect. Okay. The next thing is the temporary change. So the increase in vaginal pH due to the semen is temporal. The vagina's natural acidic environment typically reestablishes itself within a few hours as the semen is expelled or absorbed. So the moment the semen goes in, it alters things and Auntie goes back to her acidic nature, right? Thereby protecting the woman. Now, the impact on the vaginal health. For most women, the temporary change in pH caused by the semen is harmless. However, if the vaginal pH remains elevated for extended period or frequently, it can disrupt the balance of the vaginal microbiome. I'm speaking a lot of science today, but I hope you understand it. I will try to, bring it home. Potentially leading to infections such as bacterial vaginosis or yeast infections. So you see, I've been able to tell you the positive effects and the negative effects of the sperm. So it depends on the woman's body. If the temporary change caused by the semen is, if the vaginal pH remains elevated for a period of time, or frequently, or an extended period of time, it disrupts the balance of the vagina. So it disrupts the balance of the things in the vagina, the microorganisms and all whatnot in the vagina, which can lead to infections such as yeast infection or bacterial vaginosis. Now, there are factors that affect the impact of semen on the vaginal pH. Number one is frequency of intercourse. Frequent sexual activity with ejaculation can repeatedly alter vaginal pH, potentially affecting the vaginal microbiome over time. So the more you have sex, now that's if you have a negative reaction. So the more there's an ejaculation in there, right, it increases the chances or the tendencies of being infected. Another thing that affects it is use of contraceptive. So barrier methods like condoms can prevent semen from altering vaginal pH. Conversely, that's on the other side, hormonal contraceptives can influence vaginal pH and the frequency of sexual activities. So you see, you need to understand your body. When you're choosing the contraceptive for your body, you need to also speak to a family planning professional that would educate you on the right contraceptive for you. And another effect is individual variations. Some women may be more sensitive to changes in vaginal pH than others, experiencing discomfort or infections more readily. Some others don't even notice that any change occurred there. So the reason for this video is just to bring to your awareness that if you're experiencing any of these things, you are not an alien. You're not an alien. You're not a strange being. It's possible to experience this. It's just that your body reacts more than some other people's bodies. So how do you maintain a good vaginal health? Hygiene practices. Avoid douching, that's putting water inside of your vagina. Avoid harsh soaps that can help preserve the natural acidity of the environment. The natural acidity, anything that affects the acidity of the environment is harmful to the vagina. I told someone recently, the fact that you're not putting the soap inside the vagina, but you are washing the vulva with the soap, is called secondary contact. The vagina can absorb, and then it will alter the pH, and then we start having issues. Consult your health care provider when you start noticing these things. Consult your health care provider. When you start noticing any of these things, consult your health care provider. The interaction between the vaginal pH and the semen is natural and typically harmless. So it's a process that temporarily neutralizes the vagina for the semen, for the sperm to survive and help with mobility of the sperm. While this change is usually temporal and reverts to normal within a few hours, some people, some women, it takes longer and then makes them prone to infections like yeast infection and bacterial vaginosis. So what do you do? If you find yourself in the category of women that are more prone to this, see your gynecologist. See your gynecologist. Some might actually need to take their spouses to see a urologist, because I am more of an advocate for preventive medicine than curative. If we can prevent it, why are we trying to cure it? Let's prevent it from happening. So if she's reacting to his semen, how about we test the semen and find out exactly what the content of his semen is that she is reacting to, and let's deal with it from source. I believe this has been very informative and educative. Subscribe and let's bring to you more wholesome, beautiful contents. See you in the next video.